We discussed the Gifted and Talented Handbook, a link to which can be found on the RPSD website under the agenda. The committee also discussed the standards-based report cards for elementary schools that are now aligned to core curriculum standards. The RPSD website has different resources to support parents in understanding the new report cards. The Special Education Committee. The Special Education Committee met on December 11th. We are in a good place with our paraprofessionals in the district. We only have one open paraprofessional position at this time. I also have an update on our sensory spaces, which I mentioned in the last meeting. We will be placing an order for sensory items and decor in order to revamp these spaces and make them ideal spaces for students who need them.
Yes, I was unable to be here last month, so I do have a report from the conference, I'm sorry. 2 months ago, I had the esteemed opportunity to attend the New Jersey School Board Association's 2025 workshop. It was my first time attending, and so I kept an open mind and an open heart. In the 4 days of workshops and events, I attended sessions that explored the vendor floor for opportunities to benefit our students. From teen arts, taking hold in Union County and learning more about New Jersey Arts NJ's culturally responsive arts education, to seeing that College Boards offers AP African American Studies and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention provides free resources and assemblies, I learned that the vast majority of choices that lie before us as a community requires to act on our morals and not to take for granted the privilege it is to have a lasting and positive impact on our youth. Attending workshops on the future of augmented and virtual reality in classrooms and continuing education programs for special education students 18 to 22 and their families gave me a breadth of new information that reminds me why Roselle Park is so great. It's because even though we may not have the means to implement the most expensive cutting-edge tech or provide every service to every underserved population, we sure as heck will try. What advantage does a silver spoon on your plate have when the ribs look so good? We will be able to explore opportunities, thanks to our administration, board leadership, and Vision 2030 committee, to address the mounting space restraints in our district without committing to any faction or firm before consulting the residents of Roselle Park and the New Jersey Department of Education. It was an incredible opportunity and experience to meet so many people who care so much about our students across the state. And to be with incredible colleagues. There was thank you, Ms. Cantella. Again, I have to thank you again for getting us into that little challenge that we got into with a bunch of different school districts where we won. We truly did win. It was a little trivia event, and it really bonded us together and gave us, for me, a lot of really wonderful, fond memories of what it means to be of service and what it means to be a Panther and what it means to come from this community. We're a playful bunch, and though we might not always agree, we sure know how to fight and win. Go Park.
I didn't want to walk up with a purse.
Karina, we have your bag.
We have your bag.
Go deliver it.
Any more committee reports?
I'm good.
Great. Thank you guys for those reports. And now we will move into superintendent's report.
Tonight, I would like to begin by extending a heartfelt thank you to the Aldine principal, Mr. Riggi, for honoring our students this evening, as well as to our AD, Mr. Kane, for honoring all of our student athletes this evening. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. Your hard work, perseverance, and achievements truly inspire us, and we are truly proud of each and every one of you. This evening is also especially meaningful as we recognize 3 dedicated members whose term concludes this year. Mr. Chris Monroe, who has served from 2023 to 2025, Ms. Cindy Magel, who has also served from 2023 to 2025, and Jennifer McCarr, who was first elected in 2022 and then re-elected to serve from 2023 to 2025. Each of you has given your time, your voice, and your heart to this community, and your service has made a lasting impact on our schools, our staff, and most importantly, our students. We are truly grateful for all that you have done. If you are here with us tonight, I would like to invite you to please come forward at this time so that I may present you with a certificate of recognition as a small token of our appreciation. And as we approach the winter break, I want to extend my warmest wishes to our entire school community for a safe, restful, and joyful holiday season. Please remember that all schools will have an early dismissal on December 23rd, and we look forward to welcoming everyone back on January 5th, refreshed and ready for the new year. And then we will have 109 days left of school. Can't believe it. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Thank you, Ms. Goyce, for that wonderful report. And thank you to our outgoing board members, and thank you for your service. Moving on to our agenda items. First, for personnel, for item number 2D, it's come to my attention that the board is not ready to take action on this item at this time, and so I would like a motion to postpone indefinitely.
I'd like to make a motion to postpone indefinitely.
I second.
Roll call, please.
Mark Fernandez,
Yes.
Lucy Figueredo,
We're postponing? D? Is that what you said?
2D, yes.
That's the motion on the floor, and we're in the middle of the roll call vote.
Like table it? Are you saying more like tabling it?
Yes, but according
Oh,
to Robert's
thank-
rules, postpone indefinitely
Yes,
is a
sorry,
cleaner
thank you.
way to
Yes.
say it, yes.
Z Infante,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
I'm going to abstain from that.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Constance Quintella,
No.
Vice President Regan,
Yes.
President Dr. Kirkland.
Yes,
Motion passed.
thank you. And now we're going to go through the personnel items. 1, staff appointments. 2, district substitutes. 3, staff resignation. 4, volunteer coach. 5, new minimum wage. 6, game lab facilitator. 7, stipend position. 8, revised affirmative action officer. 9, 2025-2026, proctors and chaperones. 10, high school and middle school athletic proctors / site managers for 2025-2026. 11, maternity leave revision. 12, maternity leave. 13, emergency services for substitute nurse. And can I have a motion to approve the personnel section?
Second.
Great. Any discussion?
I just have a quick question. Michael Weinstein, maternity and paternity.
What number are you looking at?
1A, staff appointments. 1A, 1B, maternity and paternity. What is?
He's, He's currently covering a maternity
Oh, it's
leave now,
coverage.
and then he's
Got it,
going
okay.
to take over for
He's the one
matern-
covering. I
Yes,
just- okay,
yes,
got
yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah,
He
thank
was
you.
approved earlier this year.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
thank you.
Great. Roll call, please.
Mark Fernandez,
Yes.
Lucy Figurito,
Yes, but I do have a question. I am extremely confused, and I apologize for this. I do not understand when you said 2D. I thought you were tabling it to discuss it. I'm sorry, I am confused.
Yeah,
I
so-
apologize, and so is John.
Sure, I think we could treat it as a point of order, given that we're in the middle of a roll call vote. The board, previously, the motion was to postpone 2D indefinitely, and that passed. So right now, the roll call vote is on the personnel section 1 to 13, with 2D excluded because it was taken off the agenda. If you want to discuss that, you could ask to bring that up after the roll call vote.
That's fine, I'll bring it up after, yes.
so yes to this roll call, right? Just making sure. Yes, okay. Z Infante,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Constance Quintella,
Yes, with no to 7A.
Vice President Reagan,
Yes.
President Dr. Kirkland.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Mr. Collins, is it appropriate to ask a question now regarding that previous motion?
If the president wishes to yield.
President Kirkland?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm very confused I thought when you said that, you were tabling it, which means we were gonna discuss it. Is that not what you meant?
I think the motion was to postpone indefinitely, which is essentially tabling it indefinitely. I think postpone and table could be used interchangeably. When a motion to table is made, there actually is no discussion on it, and you call a vote because the motion is to take it off the agenda, so that occurred. So it's not on the agenda.
Mr. Collins, I just have a question regarding, was this based, or Dr. Kirkland, you can answer this as well, I guess. Is this based on a previous discussion or a discussion in executive?
Because I don't recall removing something indefinitely.
It was based on multiple discussions that showed that we're not ready to vote on it, and we need to look into it further.
Okay, but we're not removing definitely, as Mr. Collins just said.
It removes that specific language indefinitely as we look into the situation further. And then what can happen is there could be a motion brought up at a later date to bring it back, once we have the full context.
A motion, or it would be just brought into the agenda?
You're not on.
Yeah, it would be, well, it have to be a motion to be brought into the agenda. Is that accurate according to Robert's rules?
Yeah, I think the motion that was made was intended to not just be a motion to table, because technically a motion to table brings the item back automatically at the next meeting. This would require a formal vote to put it back on the agenda in the future, but the indefinitely doesn't mean that it can't be brought up in the future. So it can be.
Okay, well, I wasn't signing up to remove something indefinitely.
I think the confusion here that we're seeing is that based on previous discussions that this was all like new or information that we had not been aware of.
I,
No, I wasn't aware that we were removing it.
well, based on what was discussed in executive session, it's clear that there's more information that's needed.
Right, no, I understand that, but the way Mike Collins just said it was, we were indefinitely removing it
From this agenda.
from this agenda.
Yeah.
That wasn't my term. That was the term that the board members used in the motion. I'm just trying to explain the practical effect of that. So, anyone can make a motion at any time.
Okay.
I'm just,
I would like to make a motion to bring it back.
trying to see, look at the roll call vote, because she was actually, so the motion, I believe, can be brought by someone who is on the prevailing side of it. So, the motion can be made if you want. Mm-hmm.
Second it.
Hold on.
Just for clarity, we can bring it back up during the same session that the motion was passed?
I believe because the motion was brought up to postpone indefinitely, it wasn't definitively put on the table, which carries it to the next meeting automatically. So I think it would be in the discretion of those who were on the prevailing side of the motion that could bring it back if they wanted to, just like, you know, we were talking about, it could be brought back at any particular time. Do you have a thought otherwise, I guess? Is that?
It's confusing to bring it back during the same meeting, knowing that there's questions that we don't have answers to.
I mean, I think to the board members' concern, I think the board made a motion that you don't typically hear in terms of postponing indefinitely. I don't want to speak to what we discussed in executive session here in public, and I'm not going to. But if the concern is whether or not the item can be addressed at the next meeting, the answer is yes. So perhaps that would resolve the concern. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Subject to the board's discretion to do so. I think. I didn't hear a second.
Well, I did second it, but
Okay.
if the idea is to put it back for the next meeting.
Oh, yeah, if you're comfortable with what I just explained, I would
Sorry,
say.
if that's on record, that it's gonna go on to the next meeting, I guess?
It's on record that the board can bring it up at the next meeting, just like you can at any meeting. I guess the way you were speaking that you were comfortable with what I explained, would you withdraw the motion so we can proceed with the agenda?
I'll withdraw it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Moving to the education section, number 14, 2025-2026, school year tuition termination. Number 15, Kane CAU concert. Number 16, conference attendance request. Number 17, educational trip request. Number 18, Roselle Park Marching Band. 19, educational assemblies. 20, advanced photography. 21, grant approval. 22, Kane University practicum agreement. 23, gifted and talented education program. And can I have a motion to approve the education section?
Motion.
Great. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, roll call, please.
Mark Fernandez,
Yes.
Lucy Figueredo,
Yes.
Z. Infante. Yes. Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe,
Yes.
Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Vice President Regan,
Yes.
President Dr. Kirkland.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Great. Now moving to business, agenda item 24, monthly certification. Agenda item number 25, approval of bills. Agenda item number 26, approval of minutes. Number 27, schedule of meetings, only January 2026, with more to follow. Number 28, high school and middle school athletic schedule, 2025-2026. 29, use of buildings and grounds. 30, donations. 31, ESS professional services contract addendum for substitutes. And can I have a motion to approve the business section?
Motion.
Second.
Great. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mark Fernandez,
Yes.
Lucy Figurito,
Yes.
Z Infante,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes.
Chris Monroe, Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Vice President Reagan,
I recuse myself from 30E and yes to the rest.
President Dr. Kirkland.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay. Moving to harassment, intimidation, bullying incidences. Agenda item number 23, harassment, intimidation, bullying incidents number 32. To affirm the superintendent's recommendation on the following harassment, intimidation, bullying incidences, subject to all parental appellate rights afforded under New Jersey law, also as set forth in executive session. Can I have a motion to approve the harassment?
Make that motion?
Second.
Great. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Reagan,
Yes to all.
Mark Fernandez,
Yes to all.
Lucy Figurito,
Yes to all.
Z Infante,
Yes to all.
Jennifer McCarr,
Yes to all.
Chris Monroe,
Yes to all.
Constance Quintella,
Yes to all.
President Dr. Kirkland.
Yes to all.
Motion passed.
Okay, great. Moving on to continuing business. Is there any continuing business? Okay. Moving on to new business / liaison reports. We could start with my right and work our way down. Okay. There was a request for me to start on this side, so I'll start with the left and work my way down.
I don't have any reports. I just would like to say thank you to Roselle Park for allowing me to serve you, the families, the students, the staff, and everyone in this town. I really appreciate this opportunity. And I'd like to thank the board, and I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a wonderful holiday season. Thank you.
On December 9th, I was on the PTA for Robert Gordon. On their new business, they have their holiday grams, which ends tomorrow. Right? Yeah, it ends tomorrow, so everybody get your holiday grams in. On December 15th to the 23rd, they have spirit wear. On December 16th, never mind, that's today. If you didn't support, you should go out and go to Sunrise Diner because you're getting time to donate. On December 19th, they're having their movie night, which they're having a vote on Facebook. On December 23rd, they're having their holiday parties. On January 9th, they're having Robert Gordon Spirit Day. January 13th, we're having their PTA meeting on 7:30. It's on Zoom. If anybody would like to join, you can get in touch with Jackie or Nicole. They'll be happy for everybody to join. On January 14th, they're having their cozy coffee morning, as long as the weather permits it. On January 14th, it's warm-up day. On January 23rd, it's pajama day. You pay $1 to the PTA, and everybody can just roll out of bed and just walk into school. On January 30th, they're having their PTA dance. If you have any questions, please reach out to Jackie Templeton and Nicole. They'll be happy to answer you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to thank Mr. Monroe for his service to the town. I know today is his last day on the dais, but I know it's not his last day servicing Roselle Park, and just all the things that he's done in our community. I just continue to thank him, and he knows.
Okay, I have one. go next since we're doing this. So I have a committee report or not committee report, I'm sorry, new business / liaison report from the Delegate Assembly. So the New Jersey Delegate Assembly was hosted last month, and there were 3 resolutions that were put on to be considered. So first, I just want to note that the New Jersey School Boards Association hosts delegate assemblies, and it helps to navigate their policies that they're going to advocate for on the state level. And so what they do is they get input and have a representative, but essentially all board members are welcome to come to provide input, and then there's usually one voting delegate, so they know what direction to go into for their advocacy and what policies to advocate for on the state level. So the 3 resolutions that I'm going to discuss are ones that were brought up. And so the first was a proposal related to board member eligibility and criminal history. So there were some delegates that raised significant concerns about the lack of clarity in the language and the need to prioritize student safety. So ultimately, that particular resolution around adjusting eligibility did not advance. So there's no changes to existing law or policy that are happening with that. Secondly, the Assembly considered a resolution supporting universal free school meals for pre-K through 12 students, essentially with the amended language to be funded by state or federal government. So this, of course, prompted strong debate. People were considering equity, cost, and sustainability of the programming. So after discussion, this resolution was adopted. It doesn't mean that it's mandated free meals locally. It just means that that resolution was adopted for something that New Jersey School Board is going to advocate for on the state level, which my understanding that there is a conversation currently happening on the state level about passing a law that would enable free meals. And then the third resolution that was addressed was around science and STEM, and specifically instructional time, and in elementary and middle school, to be more specific. So after essentially the sponsoring district had requested additional time to be able to actually refine their proposal to make it more clear and more in a form that is easier for school districts to be able to implement. And so essentially that was postponed indefinitely to then be brought up at a later time once the language and things is clearer. So that was brought up, and that particular school board is now currently working through making the changes to advocate for that. So in addition, the Assembly also installed new NJSBA officers. So there's a new president and a new vice president for legislation and resolutions. And so overall, there's no immediate changes for our district as far as official mandates or policies, but wanted to keep everyone updated about what's been spoken about and advocated for on the state level.
CPAG liaison, the next CPAG meeting will be held on December 22nd at 6:30 p.m. in person at the Anthony Signorelli Youth Center with a virtual option for those who cannot attend in person. Also, I attended the Union County School Boards Association meeting that was held on December 10th. It was actually in a hybrid format. So I went in person, and I know Dr. Kirkland attended virtually. It was held at the Orange Avenue School in Cranford, and prior to the meeting, I also attended a training in the same location on the 3 Rs, which they purposely did right before the meeting so people could actually attend this training, which talked about the roles, responsibilities, and resources of school board members. During the county meeting, we received a quick update from the interim county superintendent and the meeting's training topic. So there was another training during the meeting. They always have like training topics every meeting you go to. So every meeting has a different topic. It's run by different people. Sometimes they bring people in to talk to us. Sometimes they do it themselves. This time, the meeting's topic was governance training with an emphasis on strengthening school board culture, and time was given for collaboration with the other attendees from other boards. So it was really a very, very nice evening.
All right. I was at the high school PTO meeting last night. Project Graduation is trying to still raise money. They desperately need your help. And Jen, who is sitting right there, is selling 50-50 tickets. She needs to sell 400 more. I'm sorry, 301. So please buy your tickets. They're $5 a piece. The high school is having a concert on Friday. They are also doing a pop-up thrift shop for some of the students, which is great. Apparently, Ms. Cost said there's a lot of high-end items at the pop-up gift shop. Thank you, Frank. I have it written on my sheet. Okay. Concert is Thursday, pop-up shop is Friday. It's just for students, though, so no one can attend the pop-up shop. Also, Mrs. Costa will be becoming the elf on the shelf once again. I have the date, but the students will have to wait and see what day it is. So,
all right. See, so you guys all know I'm July 21st birthday. I'm a Cancer, so I get sensitive at times. So I try not to cry. I didn't want to do no long speech or anything like that. So I was like, I'm just gonna speak from the heart. I have a little bit I want to share at the end that hit me that I want to read. But basically, want to say thank you to everybody, especially the community, board members, Ms. Goyce, Ms. Maurer, for working with me, with us, supporting. Even after the election, the overwhelming support that I got from everybody was like, it made me realize that people do pay attention and people do recognize you for what you do. And no matter what, I'm not moving anywhere, so I'm always going to be around. So this is not the end that's making it seem like. Will I do this again? I don't know. but we'll speak in the future about that. But definitely it's been a journey, 3 years with this great group of people, no matter what. I know people see us, they fight and whatever, but at the end of the day, like I think Z spoke about earlier, when we get together and we have a good time, we really do have a good time, and I wish people see more of that, more of the positive things that we work at. One of the things I wanted to definitely make sure as I was on this board was to help with the anti-bullying policy, and I feel like we're making ways, we're definitely doing a lot better than where we were. Obviously, there's still work to be done. The vision committee, this is hopefully will still be continuing in the future and get these buildings right. But again, I just want to say thank you to everybody. And especially Ms. Goyce, she has a lot on her shoulders. She needs everybody's support going forward. The one thing I will always remember about Ms. Goyce is from day one, I noticed about her, she's definitely family first. Definitely when she took a trip, with her parents and everything like that, that really got to me. Wait, thank you. Come on. All right, because all right. So when I first got on the board, was the year that my mom passed. And so when Ms. Goyce wanted to leave to go to see her family, I was like, we approved it. We was like, yeah, I will never want to take that away from anybody, because you never know when it's going to be the last time. All right. So I want to leave you guys with something. Now I messed up my eyes. I want to say this to you guys, and this goes out to everybody up here, is that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of each and every one of you for surviving everything that you're going through. I'm proud of you for making it through everything that you're going through. The things that you deal with as a kid and as an adult, we do this whole thing of saying, I'm good, I'm okay. But some of you are hurting. There's an epidemic in the world of young kids hurting because you feel misunderstood. Maybe it's peer pressure or parent pressure. You feel like no one understands you, but I want to say I'm proud of you. It's not a weakness to go through things. We question our worth. Are we doing enough? Do people care? Am I making an impact? Am I wasting my time? Worth is something that's been given to you by God. It ain't given to you by this world. You are worth it because that's how you were created. It's only one of you in this world. It might be people that try to dress like you, want to be like you, but the power is that it's only you. No one can stop you. Please understand that you're not meant to be like everyone else. When you truly embrace that, your life will change. Success is not hard. What's hard is being yourself while trying to be successful. A lot of people trying to mimic what's online, these celebrities, but the same people that you want to be like are struggling also. You think that you're alone, but we are all climbing this mountain. There's only one of you in this world. There's people in this world that need you. They don't need these celebrities, these big sports players. They need you. There's people in this world that's specifically designed for you. And they are waiting for you to walk into your gift. They are waiting on you to walk into your purpose, to start your business. They are waiting on you to be inspired by you. They are waiting on you. But they will never find you if you're wearing a mask. They will never find you if you're not being true to you. Somebody needs you. And when you understand that, you will realize that a lot of people need you. I realized that a lot of people needed me. And you know the main person that needed me was me. So make a choice today. Either living your life that's not meant for you, or starting today, you could live your life that's legendary. And at the end, like the GOAT John Cena, I'm tapping out. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you for that. I think we're all up here crying now. Okay, so moving on to public participation. Each member of the public may speak a maximum of 3 minutes. Please state your name and address for the record.
Remember to turn this on. This on, okay. It's good to be back. I'm Andrew Speranza. I've been a custodian with Roseville Park School for over 12 years. I'm now the representative for custodial maintenance. And just recently, we are working on a contract, and I think we do need a little more time to have a lot of the people the people I work with have a lot of questions and concerns. So being the shop steward, it's challenging, because it's not, I don't want to consider just what's good for me, but also for the rest of my coworkers. So it's definitely something we will be meeting on Thursday to discuss things more. And, I just wanted to bring up, I do really love working here, and I still want to work here, definitely. And it's more than just the job, it's a community as well. And to see I work at Aldine now, to see all the kids here, it's really nice. I'm trying to get more involved in everything. So, it's definitely, being the shop steward, communicating with everybody, it has been a challenge for me, but I think I'm getting better at it, and I embrace the challenge. So, I just wanted, it has been a struggle recently, especially with a couple people leaving. We will be needing full-time positions filled soon, and I know that's a process. It's not going to happen over time, but definitely with the elementary schools, I do believe we do need a little more help for the night shift. I know that's been a concern, and I worked in every building, and especially the elementary schools at night are a lot of work. So that's something a lot of my coworkers were concerned about. So it's something, I would just like everybody to consider, if we could, if possible, just some more part-time help. So, okay, I just wanted to, give you an update on everything, and hopefully soon we will be meeting again. And I do believe we will have a contract soon, but it didn't happen as soon as we wanted to. But, things take time, and I want everybody, to, get with the language and everything, be familiar with the language so they understand everything. So, okay, thank you.
Thank you for your comment. And as we know, it's not easy being the leader, but we appreciate you stepping up and representing your coworkers. So thank you.
Good evening, Edward Gate, Hamilton Place, Roselle Park. What do I start with? The good things, I think. Wow, big change. I should take the stand. That's a good option. And I'm sure the superintendent understands now why I had to take the chance. Big change, big improvement. And thank you for the support and everything. Third grade teacher, Miss Connell, I appreciate her change. She went from 0 to 10, one time, in very short time. Her grades, her effort, her respect, and everything. Big example. I'm very proud. Her comment on my daughter, she's proud of her. I'm proud of my daughter too. And proud of the change. That's it, that's all about it. Nothing personal. Also, thank you for every good people. Mr. Tony, Nurse Anna, always respectful all the time, every time. Miss Q, Miss Melo. And unfortunately, I have to complain Miss Longo. She's been very unfair with my first grade teacher, my first grade daughter. Her report really is not fair at all, and I showed you last time what she's been doing and what she was planning for, and I was correct. Look at Miss Connell, she considers the fraction, the 3.5.
Mr. Gayed, excuse me, I'm gonna have to just interrupt for a second.
Yes.
If you have any specific teachers that you have a question about, please email the superintendent.
Yes,
We
I
don't
will.
want to discuss personnel issues in public.
Exactly. So I have the file ready, Ms. Goyes. We've been meeting before, as you know, regarding Ms. Warren and what she's been doing with my daughter, same daughter, last school year, and how many times we correct her report. Same thing, and I have all the evidence, or her classroom work, or her homework, or her grades, or her assessment, perfect. Even the report is really confusing in the math part, in the mathematic part, she gave her full 4. How come she don't give her full 4 in language? A student mastering the math must mastering the language, not the other way around. Okay, because it's very complicated, and she write word problem perfectly. Okay, so if you want to have the file to make copies and study the case and discuss with me, I will be glad. Now we have a meeting point. Before we didn't have. There is no strategy, there is no plan, there is no policy. Look the change after I took the stand. Look the curriculum director newsletter and all the resources we have now. Everything is open. You must appreciate me. I'm awarding myself tonight the best parent and the best caring individual. Thank you very much.
Frank Aguilardo. First, I want to say Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to all the board. I just want to personally thank the people that are leaving. First, I didn't know a lot of you. I've known Chris for a long time now, prior to coming to the Board of Education meetings, but I met Jen coming to the meeting. So Jen, I just want to personally thank you. It's been very pleasure to meet you and get to know you while you served on the board. I appreciate that. I know Cindy's not here. I've known Cindy for a while before the board. So thank you, Cindy. And then to Chris, it's been a pleasure working with you personally with all the stuff that we've been dealing with. And I'm going to end this on a joke for Chris, and hopefully it will make everybody laugh. Chris, you and I are cancers, and I had no idea that you were a Cancer. That's why maybe you and I get along a lot, but now you can do dine to donates, and there'll be no conflict. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for your comment.
Too soon? Too soon?
Okay, seeing no one else, I'm going to close the public participation portion. Okay. So, this is our last meeting of the year, so I want to just say happy holidays to everyone up here and in the audience, and also thank you again to our outgoing board members. Thank you for your service. It is not in vain. We are doing amazing things in the district, and it's all because of everyone's support up here and in the audience and everyone watching at home. And so with that, can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Wait, I didn't say it yet. Can I have a motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Second.
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next scheduled reorganization board meeting will be an open session held on Tuesday, January 6, 2026 at 7 p.m. The board meeting will be held here in the Roselle Park High School auditorium. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful night.